And we have liftoff. Thank you so much for tuning to the Planet Guardian podcast. We're your hosts, Aneesa and Robbie, and we're so thankful that you're here today. We're going to be reviewing episode 3 of Girls Planet 999. So before we get into the nitty gritty of our conversation, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video. And if you're not interested in any of that, but you want to continue to follow the podcast, please go ahead and subscribe to the podcast playlist, which should be somewhere in the description. And follow our social media handles. We are really fun people. We are a good time. Alrighty. So, Aneesa, top 9. It's your turn. Let's go. Freestyle. Let's go, Janai. No.
So here they are. And
Wait,
I put the teams that they're into and if they won or lost.
Oh, you're doing some extra work there.
It's also to help me remember like what's going on with my top 9 right now.
Oh, and Vivienne's back.
Yeah, Vivienne has returned. Okay, so let me talk about someone that I kicked out of my top 9, which I was really sitting and thinking about. I was like, I don't think she's doing it for me right now, which is Shen Zhaoting.
Really?
I kicked her out, and I think that she's just out. I kind of wanted to kick her out from episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, I don't know, I wanted to hold on to her, but I feel like she's just out for me. And the reason why is because, so when I heard that she was going to be on the show, I remember her from Chuang, and I remember all of her really graceful and really feminine dancing. And I really like that about her. And as you can tell from the first performance and now her How You Like That stage, she's not giving that anymore. She's not giving that graceful, but strong, but feminine. You know, she's giving fierce, and she made me realize exactly what I want out of this girl group. And I actually don't want that fierce image. I want that strong, feminine, graceful woman image. And I feel like that image might be just more popular in China than it is in Korea. I feel like Korea, it's either you're cute or you're a girl crush. There's none of that like mid-20s woman who's like, not like, oh, I don't need a man, but it's like, you know, I'll have a man, but, you know, I'm still strong on my own. I'm still independent. I'm still a woman. I'm still feminine. I'm still charming, you know?
Wait, little homie left your 9. Little cut your girl.
Yeah, so so I also cut Hikaru because she doesn't fit what I want anymore either. And I kind of just, I don't know. I felt like once I put together that I just don't like Shen Zhaoting, everything else started falling apart. I'm just like, this isn't what I want anymore. And the thing is that Ruiqi is on thin ice right now. She's very, very
number
thin
1.
Ice. It's because, when you have something for so long and it's just hard to let it go. I feel like if I lose her, I don't have a 1 pick anymore. So it's like, I want to hold on to her.
Girl, you about to be in my boat though.
I just want to hold on to her. At least
your 1 pick is going to go through. Like they're pushing her.
Yeah, they are pushing her. So she'll get far.
I'm like annoyed because I fear the worst. But anyway.
Yeah, so for Ruiqi, she's also actually dealing with some scandals, but I think her fans are covering it up pretty well.
Oh yeah,
with her little what did she say? I think she was like supporting North Korea in the war.
She supported one of the wars that like supports North Korea because North Korea and China are like. I don't want to say nothing that's political because I don't really understand fully the whole scope of it, but it was along the lines of we support North Korea, we support China.
Yeah. And this is my thing. I'm on the same page as you. I don't want to get too political because at the end of the day, that's not our country. Neither of those countries are our countries, even though I think the US is actually supporting South Korea in that war. But anyways.
Yeah.
So
that's correct.
Yeah. So the thing is that she can say that, she can believe that because at the end of the day, she's Chinese. But you're in South Korea now. So you can't be shocked if people don't want to support you after that. Yeah. I feel like that's all I have to say on that situation. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know. I feel so conflicted. I don't know.
Well, go down so you diss Ruiqi, go down to your other girls.
Oh, Yujin. I think Yujin is in there, and she's like stable in there. I like her.
Yeah, she's number 2.
Yeah. She might end up being my 1 pick. It just depends because she's not giving me what I need. So Jia was in the How You Like That team, and that team lost, unfortunately. Jeongmin hasn't performed yet, but I did watch her fan cam, which was nice.
Can I say she's good. And I know this is mean, but I don't like her head shape.
Oh my gosh, no.
And that's what makes me not pick her. And I know it's not nice, but that's what it is. So, and I'm sure people will fry me up, boy, blah 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 blah. But it's odd. It's I don't know.
I like people for weird body features, so I can see why you would not like people for the same reasons. And her head shape is weird to me, but I still liked her dancing and singing. I still liked it. So
I think what I don't like the most is that she keeps putting it in a ponytail and it keeps bringing more attention to it.
Yeah, I can see
So,
that.
but like, because I see her in the hair down, I'm like, okay, that's not that bad. But
Yeah.
every time I see her, it's like snatched ponytail, and I'm just like,
tight ponytail.
And I'm like, can y'all stop? Because y'all making like, it's not working for me. But okay, I'm sorry. I don't. I mean, you know, she's pretty. It's just like it's. You know, I'm sorry.
I feel like my next one, Seungeun. I feel like she is a stable member in my top 9, but she's really at risk of being eliminated. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to get too attached to her, but I don't know. So she was in the How You Like That team that lost, and she was the one who started the song. And do you remember the team that lost? The person who started the song started singing kind of early.
Oh yeah, it was like shooting the sea. It was like really
quick. It was like kind of fast. Yeah, I love her voice, but I don't know. It's like when she's on stage, she can't keep with the pace of the song, and I can see that now. I didn't realize that half the people on my list are competing against each other. But oh well. Anyways, Yurina, I feel like Yurina and Vivienne solidified themselves in my top 9 after the How You Like That performance because they low-key carried it. Yeah. Well, the masters recognized it too, so I guess it was not that low-key.
Yeah.
Wen Zhe's team lost. When we talk about Yes or Yes, we're gonna, because I have a lot to say about that team.
She wasn't what I wanted. Like, I maybe give her. You see, styling goes a long way, and I don't like. She wasn't like some of her parts were a little weird, and some of her parts were pretty good. So she was like in and out for me. But I feel like if she just let go of that, her hair stiff is giving me wig tease. And I feel like if it was like black and like not like, I feel like she's like hairspray. Yes. And I don't know. Again, I see weird things and I'm like,
I see that. I can see that actually. I didn't notice until you said it, but her hair doesn't move. It's always in that same exact, like the one with the ear and then the one here, and it will stay there.
When they did a little turn, everyone's hair said luscious, luxurious, and she said, "I'm staying in place, honey."
Oh no, she was still cute to me. I liked her. I feel
her confidence was nice, but I'm just like nitpicking on small things, but small things is what get people eliminated.
I mean, exactly. It's like what I said the last episode, like there's 99 girls. So if there's even one reason to not vote for someone, like you're not going to waste time to, worry about all that. Just find someone else you like.
Right.
And so the last person, which is Cui Wenmeixiu, I watched her fan cam and I still think that she's cute, but she's seriously at risk for being eliminated because Mnet does not give her screen time, period, like at all. At all. And she has big old ears, so I feel like I would recognize her if she was on camera at all.
Right.
But
she'll be able to promote some earrings, girl.
This is the other thing about her too. She's very tall, but she definitely has like a pear-shaped body. And K-pop fans only like pear-shaped bodies when they're very, very slim, like practically underweight. She's not that. She's a healthy weight. And healthy just means fat in K-pop. So, no, I mean, I'm not like fat shaming her because I think that she looks fine. But that's just how K-pop fans are.
Our standards are different because in America we're like, oh, she's fine. But then it's just different beauty standards. I understand.
Exactly. So I feel like my team. Honestly, I feel like this team can shift at any moment. I was really having like an internal crisis. Like, what do I want out of this team? Yeah, because I was even like...
I feel Ruiqi doesn't fit the other girls.
She doesn't. And that's the other reason why I was like, I don't know. She's still my one pick, but at the same time, I don't want the group to be centered around her.
Is she your one pick out of principle?
Basically, that's what it feels like.
It seems like your principles are shifting.
Shifting. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Because anyone who gives a good performance can easily snatch that spot at this point. And I watched her fan cam and she's giving exactly what I expected her to give, which is not good because I'm expecting, that like you said, the Doc Martens stuff, and not her dancing was actually really good. She did much better than her thing. But anyways, whatever. That's it. Basically, my top 9. I'm really scared because I want a girly. I want a girly, but like a grown woman girly group.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's just shifting my whole perspective now when I'm looking at girls. Now I'm looking
You're
at girls
on my team now.
Yes, exactly.
All right. If
All
you don't mind
right.
shifting back.
Yes.
It's honestly just shifted.
Let's see what's
Like
going on.
It's a blend of my first and my last top.
These look like the same girls.
Some girls have returned. So it's evened out now. So Vivienne really like solidified that she should be in the competition. She, even though she had 3 lines, she really did what she needed to do. And I'm proud of her. And she's like, I think she'd be a cool addition. Like, she's not gonna be like, I need this line or that line. I think she'd just be a great addition and like add extra like oomph to the group. You need girls like that. That's like chill. Like, she reminds me, I know this is an American group, but again, I'm just going to say it. Like, she reminds me of Shannon from Danity Kane. Shannon was chill. She did the dances. She did the background vocals. She was just like excited to be a part of the group. And like the fact that she was such a team player made the group better. So that's kind of what she reminds me of. Now, Hsinwei. You did so
I watched her
good.
fan cam. She was really good.
She did so good.
Must be playing us or something because like that point A to point Z didn't make no sense.
She's still a little crunchy, but that made it so good.
It wasn't even that crunchy to me.
It wasn't. No. It's just like I felt remnants. There's flavor. It was so good.
That's what it is. There was flavors of it, but it wasn't overpowering. But the combination of the slight crunchy, but with, you know, her new look and singing skills.
I'm going to say it. This is who I want to be the #1 Chinese girl.
Oh.
I want her in here.
But people are calling her the new Haewon, so.
That's fine, because Haewon ranked number 3 and 4. I mean, it was rigged, but again, we're believed to feel that way. But I feel people are going to be upset at me. She was better than Haewon because she reminds me more of Sohei.
I mean, isn't that just objective? Because Haewon just always looked like a deer in headlights.
Haewon was consistently, I mean, Haewon tried. Like, she was like, this is what I'm going to give you. This is the best I can. And I feel like Haewon was consistently just trying, which made her lovable. But Sohei was consistently getting better. So that's what makes me think of Sohei. But she's a blend of the two because Sohei was a visual, but Haewon is a visual. And Hsinwei, I think I'm saying her name right, Hsinwei, she just really impressed me. They should have just put her in the center. She already sung all of Wonyoung's lines.
That's what I was thinking. I was because the fan cam, I couldn't tell what she was center, but she was giving center vibes to me, especially with her little winking. I was like, okay,
you saw that too? I
said, went like 3 times. I caught every one of them. I was like, okay.
I'm vibing with her. She solidified myself as my second top. I'm going back to Vivienne. I'm sad because like when you look at the views, Vivienne has like 42 views in her fan cam, and this chick got like 100 something or whatever. It's like, and I'm talking about K, like thousands. It's either thing was like last time I checked was 82, almost 100K. It was just like she's moving on, and it hurts me because I want to see Hsinwei and Vivienne in the same group. Okay, to my number 3, Yurina got back in my top because she did not. Her demo stage looked like she was a little overconfident, and I don't like overconfident girls. I like girls that are sure of themselves, but like, I can do this. And I think she just like, her vibe was like, yep, I know I'm the best singer in the group. Taikoma, but no, but in a high like that, I actually like that she had sub vocals. And I got to see her as a team player. And it was like, oh, okay, I don't mind this. Ziyin, she was really good in her Yes or Yes performance. She didn't fit the members in the Yes or Yes.
I agree.
Because she's a little bit older than the other girls. And I also blame styling too, because they could have when in doubt, straighten your hair, don't curl it. because I feel like that would have youth and not like youth her up, made her look younger. Because I think when you curl it, you give a more mature vibe on older girls.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I think straightening her hair, like think of Unbi, they ain't never curl her hair, and if it did, it was loose curls. They could have added more hair to her. I don't know. I think the styling could have been better, but she was good. Her vocals were stable, so she's good. Yujin is consistent. Suyeon, I watched her performance in the Eve, and she was better than she was in her demo stage. And I'm like, girl, if we weren't hinged to Yin, what's her name? Fu, whatever, you know her name. If she wasn't hinged to Racist Girl, then and on top of that, I'm going to say this: stop telling Americans how to feel. Stop telling Americans how to feel. If Koreans can feel how they want to feel about people supporting the one China, then we can feel how we want to feel about someone using the N-word, because that's kind of along the same lines in some senses. So stop telling Americans how to feel, and stop telling us we can't feel one way or the other, because if you guys can feel how you want to feel, we can feel how we want to feel. So stop it. Okay, moving on. Mashiro, she was really good in Fiesta. I feel the girl she was in Fiesta Team 1 with the girls that were all like, she was in the same group as Hsinwei. And she was really good. I think that there's another Japanese girl that sang Yuri's like high note. She had better vocals than her, but I don't know, but I have an inkling feeling of how Koreans will vote, and they're going to vote based on visuals, and Mashiro fit them versus her because she's just a talented girl, but the other one, but I don't see them voting for her. Yizhou, I just like her. Moving on. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You're on mute.
Seungeun?
Oh, Seungeun, is that how you pronounce it?
No, what team?
Girl, I couldn't tell you. I think she's on
performance?
No, I think she's on Pretty You.
Oh, okay. The 17 one?
Yeah, I think. She hasn't performed yet, so I think she's on the Pretty You team. And I don't know when these last two members of my top 9 are literally on there from their previous stuff. Neither one of them has performed yet. That's why they're at the end. But yeah, that's my top 9. I think my top 9 is very competent, but I'm very fearful of Vivienne because she's right now ranked 24 with her cell, and I was like commenting back and forth with someone on her fan cam, and they're like, I like her, I don't like her cell, and I'm like,
what's wrong with her cell? Is it just irrelevant people? Is that why?
They're just not feeling the other girls. And I feel like it's the other way around for the people that are standing the Chinese member in her cell, because she was on you. And I feel like, again, it's a detriment that they brought a lot of popular Chinese girls into this competition. And it's like, and it's girls that have a fan base, because then it doesn't really make it fair, because then girls that would have rose, think of what's her name? Minju. She didn't have a fan base going into this, and she was able to rise. But if Minju was competing against a whole bunch of other girls that were on so many, AKB, but again, only Koreans could vote. So it was, I just feel like it's unfair, and I'm kind of a little melancholy about it, because I'm fearful. I feel like she deserves to move on.
Yeah.
And show what she has to show. And a lot of people will agree with me, but I just feel like she's not getting a fair shake. I'm talking about Vivienne. Mnet's not giving her any screen time. And I think because she's just a chill girl.
Yeah.
And she's just vibing, which would be really good for a group, because you don't need everyone on top 9. You don't need everyone like so over the top and that's doing so much.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's okay to have a girl that's like, oh, we're doing this. Cool.
Let's talk about the performances.
Yep. Team yes or yes. Oh no, team yes or yes. The first one. Team 1.
I don't know the team numbers. I just know the colors.
That's the red.
The red team?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exponentially better than number 2.
Yeah, they're way better. Actually, I'll just kind of talk about them interchangeably, just because, sure. Just to compare them.
I
feel like...
Oh, so go ahead.
I was going to say, I feel like the red team for yesterday, they had so many small things that made the performance better overall.
I agree.
And like you mentioned before, their outfits were better is one
Yeah.
thing. The other thing is that I felt like the girls matched each other more. The other
Yes.
team, there was way too many little girls running around and squeaking around. Like it just felt
It
like
was like, yeah. Oh, go
it
ahead.
felt like it was an idol performance compared to like a middle school talent show.
Yeah, it felt very like, come on, girls, let's do this song. I think, and this is unfortunate, the main vocalist is very young for team
Yeah.
two, and I think she's a trainee, I believe. Um, and I feel for her because I think she did a good job, but at the same breath, she was in a group with with like a debuted idol, a girl that's been in the industry in China for a while, that's wanted to be in K-pop and is pretty dang near fluent, Ziyin. And just a lot older girls have done this for some time. So, and she had this main vocals role. And I think her teammates were also kind of harsh on her as well. And that's why she was like, "Oh, they told me this, they told me that." And like, when you're young, you're going to take what older people say to heart. And I think the master, shame on her. It's your fault and your fault alone. I think there could have been a little bit more. She could have said the exact same words with some empathy. Because again, if you how was she, like 14? Um, you know, like I just thought it was kind of an unfair shake, but she's gonna get to the second round, so who really cares? Because all her fans are like, let's still vote for her. She did good, and she has a lot of views on her fan cam and blah blah blah.
I
So,
think that
I first off to the viewers, I apologize for my melancholy like attitude. I just am very down because I was reading a lot of comments and talking back and forth to Vivienne supporters, and it just seems very unfair that she, who deserves to move on, is going to like. I don't want to say it, but it's like it's looking grim, and other people that have just kind of lackluster are moving forward, and I'm just disappointed with the group of girls that we're going to get.
I was going to say, like the little girl we were just talking about in the Yes or Yes team,
Mm-hmm.
she improved greatly when you compare her to herself. But when you
Yeah,
compare her to the competition, I really feel like exactly the grand scheme of things, there's nothing special about her. Like there's nothing special about her for real. And I feel like she's just too young. She's too
yeah.
young.
Just give her some more time.
Exactly. And it's just yeah, like you said, the criticisms they gave her, I feel like it was way too harsh. But to be honest, I don't. Did they just not have enough vocalists in that group? Because I feel like they gave her too many lines in the first place. And the
They
other
should have
thing is
switched.
that,
They should have switched Ziyin slash Rhoda with her, and let her
yeah,
do the main vocal and let her be a lead vocalist. I think she would have felt more comfortable because she has a great voice. Um, but
and I don't know if the other girls couldn't sing. There's a Japanese girl in that group with like brown hair. I think that might have been. I don't remember who that was, but there's a Japanese girl in that group, and I felt like the Japanese girl in that group was matching her voice to that little girl in the group instead of just singing in her own voice. It felt like at least four of the girls in that group were trying to match to her voice, and that's why overall it just felt like a middle school performance. I was like,
well,
I don't like this.
it's. I mean, like to be fair, if they didn't match, it would have felt really uneven.
Mm.
That's why
The other
team
thing,
one. Oh, go ahead.
no, you can finish what you were saying.
That's why the other team had more synergy, and that's really important. That it, and maybe that's why Mnet be rigging these groups because they'd be like, this lineup ain't got no synergy, baby. Let's put this girl in and that girl in. Let's kick her out. She's too old. Bring this girl in. Okay, she's still on her puberty, so we're gonna kick her out. Bring in a girl that's a little bit more mature. All right, wait, this girl got brown hair. That girl got brown hair. Let's bring in the redhead because we need more diversity. Not saying it's right, but in the same breath, like I don't know, like Team One just had more synergy, and what's funny, Team One didn't have as many like famous girls. So
Yeah, team two. I feel like team one, like you said, they're very synergized, but team two, they kind of put all their. I felt like they put all their eggs in one basket. Like so, for example, team one, something huge, something small they did that, in my opinion, made a huge difference. The red team. Sorry, I don't know team numbers. This is the red team.
yeah,
Um, towards the end of Yes or Yes, they all turn around and they all threw confetti at the same time.
to have a little moment.
Yeah, they all had a big. That was a big impact in my opinion. It like really sealed. It made the song complete from beginning to end. But
Right.
I felt like the green team, they put all their eggs in one basket and they threw their confetti at the beginning when the girl from Fanatics, I forgot her name. I think it's
Doa.
Fanatics. Yeah, Doa. When Doa was center, and it felt like Doa is center, and everyone else are her backup dancers, and they threw the
I wouldn't
confetti
put
in her
Doa as
moment.
the center. I think that
Exactly.
there's other girls that were good. I think they're like, oh, she's famous. They've made the same mistake that they did in Produce 48 when they made Promise 9 Baby Girl the center. I mean, it was just like, yeah, I mean, it's like, it's who is the best capable, not who's the most famous, because
Exactly. And
excuse
that's
me,
why
not
the other
only
team did great.
right, and not only that, but if it was like live audience voting, it would make sense to put Doa as the center, but the masters are voting, so we
Yeah.
don't care. I think we said what we needed to say about that, right? And there's nothing more to
Um,
red team one did
well, I
better.
did want to talk about Wen Zhe, or I think her name is Wen Zhe, however you
Who's
say her
that?
name. The blonde stiff wig chick.
Oh, okay, Miss. You're gonna
Yes.
love me.
I liked her a lot, but this is the thing. I already liked her going in and I was curious about her, so I was watching her. And then also Doa was center and she and popular already, so we're gonna notice her. I felt like besides those two, everyone else was just boring to me in that group. Like there was no impact whatsoever. It's not like I don't know. I felt like in the other team, there was a lot of people that had the impact. Like I think the center was Ji-won or something, whoever had the brown hair. She was very impactful, but she still blended with her team really well. But she was
I
still
like how they had
impactful.
that Nizu girl up in that team one, the one that they made it seem like she was terrible, and she kind of was in her demo performance. And then her squeaky voice leaned really well to this. I hope she doesn't get pigeonholed to doing quite twice songs, because no, she's done a twice song her demo performance, a twice song here. So it's just like, can you do something else? It would have been nice if she was in another group doing another
Mm.
song, because it would have showed variety, because she's doing something that she's used to. She was on Nizu or Nizu project. Now she did a twice song. Now she did another twice song. And people are gonna be like, oh, she's just the girl that covers twice. And I mean, again, maybe not her fault, but it's like, all right, girl, your vocals lean really well towards twice songs. But this
Mm-hmm.
group is not going to be a twice group. So what else are you bringing to the table? Especially they got these musky girls that wear speed stick and go play basketball. So what you gonna do with these girls? I don't know.
Man. Oh, I also wanted to give a shout out to one of the girls who performed in the red team. Her name is
What's that?
Kim Hayden. And she was the one with the pigtails and her smile. She smiles like Tiffany with like the moon smile. And she
Oh,
was like,
nice.
yes or yes. I was like, yes.
Oh, she was the
When she
main
said
vocalist,
that,
right?
I think she was the main vocalist. The way
She
she said
pronounced the
yes or
heck out of
yes,
yes. She's like,
yes.
yes or yes.
As she hit it, I was like, mwah, that was beautiful. I didn't
Sumi was like, oh.
I didn't know her name until that moment. I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're on my radar now because that yes or yes. I was like, oh,
Oh,
that
poor
was
green
power. It was
team.
powerful, and she was like smiling and so cute. I was like, okay. I feel like from that moment, I already knew that the red team was gonna win.
Right. The poor green team. They said energy up. I said that's not enough.
That really wasn't enough. Like,
The
all right,
moment red team said, "Hey Guardians," I said, "You up? You
yeah,
up?"
it's a wrap.
Well, it was nice knowing y'all. You want to talk about how you like that team? The teams
Yeah, let's
we
talk
can
about
for
how
you,
you
since it's
like
colors. We
that.
can do team purple, team black. Just for reference, team purple is team one. Team black is team two.
And whose team purple is that? Eugen's team.
Yes.
Okay.
I only say team purple since they were wearing purple and the other team was just pretty much black. So for you, since you don't do numbers, but I'm going to keep saying numbers because that's what's on their videos and people need
Was
to see
one.
that. Purple is one.
Okay, perfect. I got it.
All right, whenever you're ready to go in.
Oh, I should start the conversation.
Yeah.
Whew, I don't even know what to say. Both of the
I,
teams, first of all, I actually do know what I want to say about this. People underestimate Blackpink. I don't want to say Blackpink is overrated or underrated, but this is the thing. Blackpink are very talented as a group. So I felt like a lot of both teams went into this performance and they're like, oh, I need to be fierce. How you like that? And I'm just like, where are the vocals in this song? Like, there's still vocals like Rose, Jisoo, Jenny. The three of them can sing, and I felt like neither team gave vocals in this song, but Rose sings in this song. Like she sings,
you
Jenny
can't. You're
sings.
doing the same thing you did to that girl that sang Black Mamba. These are not the same girls. They did
No,
not
no,
get the
no.
same.
I'm not comparing them to the Blackpink girls. I'm comparing them to
Oh,
themselves. They're not singing the
oh,
song. I'm not saying, oh, you guys aren't as
okay.
good as Rose. I'm saying they are not even singing the song. They're just being fierce, and then that's their whole thing.
I
I was like,
think.
okay.
Oh, my apologies. I misunderstood you. I think Team One gave the famous girls a lot of lines, and I think they would have gladly benefited from giving those lines to Yurina and Vivienne because they both were stable and they both would have added more flavor. And I was tired of seeing shouting, and I was tired of seeing other girls singing multiple lines. There's 9 girls, and only 4 sang, well, 4 or 5 sang, and it was just like, I'm over it. Like, y'all aren't like, I feel like that team was well balanced in talent, so there was no need for some girls as being like Hsinwei got a lot of good lines in Fiesta, and she's not like the biggest vocalist, and I feel like that was more balanced. And I'm like, if there's more balance there, y'all could have made that work. And how you like that? That's my one thing. Yeah, I think Team One, which they were, with Xiaoting and Vivienne and Yujin. They won strictly because they made less mistakes than the other team.
That's it, because they were terrible.
The other team, they were great in the practice, and I was like, oh, they might give them a run for their money. Poor Korean center. She's like just getting bad role after bad role after bad role, and I feel bad for her because I can, when like you are on, when there's like the middle school recital and there's a bunch of really bad girls singing, and there's one girl that's decent in that group, and she's like, oh my gosh, we should sing this song. Let's sing, let's sing Boom Boom Bass by Nicki Minaj. And they're all bad, but there's like one girl that's good, and she's like, their friends like, and then like she's like, boom, 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 like trying to save it. That was the Korean center trying to save it, because like she was decent in that performance, but her rest of her teammates, her rest of her teammates were not. And I'm like, dang it, girl, I can't, like, you are fighting hard, and it's just like, sheesh. And
her mistake.
What's up? Oh, she made a mistake too?
Yeah, that was the team that the mistake that she made wasn't even her fault, because there's a part in How You Like That. I think I said it before, where there's 2 choruses and the dances is like kind of the same, but it's slightly different in the 2 choruses. And you're supposed to like do like, I don't know. Anyways, I'm not going to explain the dance, but basically she was about to do the right choreography, but then her teammate in front of her messed up. And then you could tell that because of that, she choked and messed up too. And I'm just like, this is a mess. This is a mess.
So again, she's getting bad role after bad role. People are saying vote for her still, and I'm like, sheesh. And I think she's the one trying to carry herself. I don't know, man. Vivienne did great. She sang her lines great. She was very good. I think they could have given her more lines. They could have given Yurina more lines. It would have been nice to hear Yurina's voice, because it would have been like, oh, high-pitched Japanese, vocalist singing a Twice song. That's interesting. That's like the girl that was on Yizhou. Like, she had benefited being on another team, but like this was a situation where Yurina benefited from doing something that was out of what we could see. And that's why the Masters highlighted those 2. And please give Vivienne your vote, because she needs it. She's on cell 24. And for those that don't know, anyone below cell 17 will be cut from the competition. So please give her your vote.
She slayed it. She said, bada bing, bada boom, boom, boom. I was like, okay.
When she was on the floor and came up and said, you gonna like that? I said, perfect.
I was worried about that line, because I didn't know she was going to say that part. I thought whoever was going to have that line would be very unstable, because you just did all this dancing and then now you're on the floor. I was like, it's going to be kind of hard, but she did it. And the Masters clearly recognize that. They know what they're doing.
She's a hidden gem, and no one's given her the time of day.
Yeah.
It's making me irritated. If she was this crunchy click clack alley cat and that was it, I'd be like, she was fun, wasn't she? But like, no, she's competent. And
she actually is.
So mad. I'm getting so mad. Oh, I'm getting irritated. Upcoming performances that you're looking forward for, like,
what? I wasn't finished talking about How You Like That.
I'm sorry.
Like, there's still more to say. There's like other girls too. It's not just Vivienne and Yurina. Like, there's a lot of other girls.
To be quite honest, that's the only people that impressed me. Yujin was nice. She's consistent. My bad. I'm just like,
mentioned Chen Xiaoting, who was disappointing. She was
Chen Xiaoting was just like, Is this
We've seen
like
this before.
yeah, you know what she was? She was like vanilla pudding. Like, okay, vanilla pudding's good. But when you add like, vanilla wafers and bananas and chocolate chips, then it gets better. She had no added like, it's like you go to Cold Stone and you say, give me vanilla. And they're like, you want anything in it? No, I'm good. That's like what it was. Like she had no mixing. She didn't have no flavor. And she kept giving me the same dang smile.
Yeah.
Shinwei was giving me more winks in variety in facial expression. That remember when I said from episode 1 of our podcast, K-pop is not just about being good. It's about there's several different varieties and aspects to it. You need like the actors; they are the ones that give the good facial expression. Like remember Sohee from Wonder Girls? She was really good. She wasn't the best singer. They gave her a lot of lines, but she had a lot of variety in her face, and now she's a top actress. So it's like all the combination of different like the Infinity Stones, or it's kind of like it's like I keep bringing them back into it, but it's like different ones meaning a different thing, and you come together and you make this great team. And Xiaoting is this kind of like she was here, and now she's starting to flatline for me.
Yeah, I would have loved to see her in 5th season for that exact reason. I felt like
Oh, you
everything.
want to force her to do something that she thinks isn't what the viewers want.
What do you mean?
Because you said you want to see her in 5th season. I said you want to force her into a concept where she has to not be fierce, is what you're saying.
5th season actually fits what her actual concept is. To me, I feel like she's putting on an image for Korea right now. I feel like, no, like seriously, now when I looked at her performance and how you like that, it literally looked like she was wearing a mask to me. And that's why her face doesn't change. She has the same
stuck.
facial expressions. That's all she can give because she's putting on a face. Because she was not like that in Chuang at all. She performed the song that it's kind of similar vibes.
Like Tyra Banks yelling at Tiffany.
Oh yeah, I mean that's really what it is right now.
Like
it is what it is.
You like you were better than all these other girls. You read better than I believed in you. You sound like should we fry Xiaobing?
Yeah, you know what? She was feeling herself. I do want to say she was feeling herself in the beginning when she was like, "Dum, dum, dum, dum." Move over. You got to move over.
And she was just like, "Oh, oops."
It was so late. Oh my gosh. She was really feeling herself, but it's like the master said, she wasn't focused at all.
And she's like, I made it, y'all. I debuted it. I made it. She got comfortable.
I do want to say shout out to Yujin because it was so Xiaobing was in the front, and when you're in the front and you mess up like that, your whole team sees, and that can mess up the flow of the whole performance. But I feel like Yujin was able to at least recalibrate it to a certain extent because Yujin had the line right after her.
And I felt like you have more to say about how you like that because I was like next, but no. I also shout out to Yujin being the leader, and shame on you shouting like, "Oh, this is the first time she's in the leader position, so I'm going to help her." You know what that line reminds me of? Nene from Bon Bon.
Oh.
Any position I'm in is fine with me. I'ma help them because they need help. And girl, mind your business. Sit down. Go sit down. Eat something. Go get some nutrients. Be quiet. Like she has 7 years of experience in the industry, regardless of whether she's a leader or not. She's your leader. So you need to respect that and respect the amount of time she's been in the industry, regardless of whether she went up and we don't or whatever. She is more not talented, but she's more used to this world than the rest of y'all. So I just thought that was disrespectful, in my opinion.
To be honest, I didn't really get what she was saying because, in my opinion, Yujin was just fine as a leader. But I feel like everyone has this opinion of what a leader should be. Oh, a leader should be fierce, and they have to be the best, and they have to be like do this, that, and the third. But Yujin's not like that. You can clearly see she would be like a softer leader, and I think that's just fine.
I thought she was very human about it. She's like, "Oh, we're doing this. Okay, my bad. All right, guys, let's try and get this together." Because like she's also trying to figure out the choreography, and like she's turning 4 girls into 9 girls. Because Blackpink is 4, so now she has to try to translate that, and she's trying to make it make sense. And like she's also learning her own part, so give her a break. I think she's doing a good job. I just thought that was, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, shouting Go on, girl. Go on, girl.
I mean, they're pushing this fierce image, so I think that there's an expectation that the leader should be fierce. It doesn't have to be like that. Yujin did just fine.
When she
I
said that,
didn't get what her point was.
I was like, in the bin,
Y'all
girl.
didn't need to worry about her own facial
She
expressions in the
sure
first place.
does
Why should worry
because
about someone else's leadership?
right, she wasn't leader, so mind it. Just like Behia, she was like, we're gonna get on her because I feel like this is off topic, but I just need to say it. Sabahia was the best vocalist in her Fiesta team, and she ain't raised her hand at all to sing that high note. And it was in her register, and I felt she let that girl hang to dry. And I was like, "You wrong for that. You are so wrong for that." Because she did the part that came. She did dun 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 like the Chaewon part when she was like where they go like boom 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 do do do. And I was like, oh, okay, good. She actually's going to do the high note. And then that other girl came in there, and I said, no, you didn't. Come back and do that note. She could have saved that whole performance. And everyone's like, we need to vote for her. No, she's bad. She's not bad. She's actually talented. But no, she was actually too calculated. She thought of herself and not the group. And that's my problem with her. Because I was like, oh, she sings really well. She should do the high note because she's the best out of the bunch. And they're like, anyone going to do the main vocals? Like, raise your hand, TXT, honey. And she said,
since we're here, we might as well get into like our, the performances that haven't been aired yet.
Mm-hmm.
So adding on to that Bahie point that you made, I don't blame her for that because if you watch the other produce seasons, the main vocalist is very, very, very hit or miss. There's no gray area like, oh, you did all right. No, it's you either did a good job or you did terrible.
But she's getting in this group regardless. So in my sense,
that risk though, she didn't want people saying, oh, you're not talented. You're only here because of your brother, blah, blah, blah.
We're already saying that. So go ahead. It doesn't matter. She doesn't, regardless of how many times we say that, the TXT fans will vote for her anyway. She could crap on stage and they'd be like, girl, you did that. You did that. She could slip, fall, bust her head, she can turn into, a monster. She can become a werewolf. She can transform. She can become a butterfly, be reincarnated. And people be like, you know what? Her transformation was lovely. So it doesn't matter what she does. She's in this group. Like, this is how they rigged her in because of the TXT buff. And she's not even in Big Hit. So it doesn't matter what she does. Like, she's just in. She's just in. Sorry, I touched my mic. So I felt she should have stepped up to the plate because I feel out of all the 9 girls in her group, she was the most capable of doing the high note. And she heard how they said, hey. So I was like, girl, you sound the most stable out the bunch. You're not going to take one for the team? Because your fans will just be like, she really tried her best. Let's vote for her. And in that regard, I'd be like, you know what she did? She stepped up to the plate. But the girls, they sounded atrocious. And she was the only one that sounded good. And you didn't step up to the plate? Dang. She reminds me of Yujin from Ice1 vocally. Yujin has main vocal potential. So you telling me a girl that has that same range can't? That's why I'm upset at her. I have a valid reason to be upset, not because she's TXT's sister, and not because of this, but because she let that girl hang to dry.
So which, I guess just as like a little predictions, which Fiesta team do you think will win?
Team 1.
Which team is that, your girl?
Yeah. But that's because all of them they made little mistakes. Like, they didn't hit the choreography very well, but that team was full of vocalists.
Wow.
Like, if you watch episode 3, when they were showing them practice for it, like, they had 2 girls that could hit the Yuri note.
When I watched her fan cam, it sounded really nice, actually. So I'm just like, okay, they probably did a good job.
Mm-hmm. And then team 2, it was unfortunate because none of them were picked. They were the leftovers for very valid reasons. But I just feel like Behia was I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm so sorry.
She should have took some initiative and took that high note.
Because she could. Because I could hear it. And I'm sure if everyone's like, wow, she sounded great. I'm like, she sounded good enough to hit that note.
I don't like that though, because I feel like if you think maybe I could do something, step up to the plate and just try it out, because they have people training them and helping them anyways. Not like you're just gonna go in raw with no training. She should have tried, but I guess maybe we'll see the next episode. Like maybe she did try. They're like, nah, you can't do
No,
it.
she sure didn't. She was sitting right there, happy with her note, happy with her parts. And like if not that, she should have said the pre-chorus, the key of K. She should have done either that or the Yuri note at the end. Because she let them girls be squeaky. And
Ugh.
it's like the same reason why I yell at Nicole from Cara from allowing them to say, if you want a pretty, everyone a pretty, and you from America. And I'm like, you let your girls just hang like that? That's what we doing?
But sometimes they try to say something, but they don't take it. Like when Red Velvet was like,
Nicole was like, I feel Nicole was like, we doing this? All right, what's my line? If on a pretty, like, I feel like you wrong. You from Diamond Bar or whatever part of California, and you just gonna just let them hang like that? I see you. Like, I see you, girl. She was like, I ain't got no time to fight this. They want me to sing this, all right. And I'm like, Bahia could have said, you know what? Because I know she knows she can sing. Like, I know she knows that she sounds good. Like, I know she knows she has talent. I won't take that from her. When you're cognitive of that, and she's like, I think she was strategic. She was strategic, and she didn't want to put herself in the fire. And that makes me look at her in a poor fashion.
I was just about to ask you if you think that she's being very strategic, because if you know that your brother's fans have your back, you will not do anything to give haters a chance to say anything about you. Just stay safe the whole way through. Just stay safe. You know what I mean?
But do you want it to be, oh yeah, I played it safe?
Oh no, I'm not saying that I would want that. I think that she is doing that for herself.
I don't know. I don't got no respect for her right now. And y'all don't want to hear, you don't have respect for a young girl. She's young, but she's not dumb. And she was very calculated. She didn't raise her hand. She should have raised her hand because she saw those girls being just like not capable of doing it. And I think she could have done it. She could have pushed. And that's how I feel about that. Team 1 was beautiful. A lot of girls are vocally inclined. Mashiro, I think from JYP training, was in Team 1. Hsinwei was in Team 1. That other Japanese girl that sang Go Go Baby was in Team 1. That group was just full of talented girls and visuals, and there's just a lot of like, it was just too stacked up with girls that were like capable of doing it and girls that weren't. But I'm just looking at Bahia really like, really, chick? Okay, girl. Let's move on to the Eve.
I only watched Ruiqi's fan cam, and she did the dance, but honestly, the song is kind of dry in my opinion.
It was dry. And I just feel like none of those girls should get in.
I don't remember who's in their group.
I'm over that. I feel like it was all the fierce girls in one place.
Oh yeah, and then like the other girls who chose the fierce girls, and then that one chick was crying, boo-hoo, shedding all these tears, like, I chose all these fierce, aggressive women who's gonna beat me up, and they won't let me give me the part that I want. Of course, they're not gonna give you you chose these aggressive ass girls who are gonna beat the shit out of you to get vocal 1, vocal 2, rap 1, rap 2. You're not gonna get the part you want. You should have walked in expecting that. When she started crying, like, I made this team and they wouldn't let me get the part I wanted. You chose a team of top 9 girls. They're going to win the little, let's figure out who's going to get what part. They're going to win all those parts.
Basically, she was like a prize poodle picking hyenas.
Man.
Or like a fox picking a group of coyotes.
Basically. So that, I mean, I don't know. I guess hindsight is 2020, because I felt like when I
she was like she wanted the top team.
She wanted the top team, and honestly, that's what she got. So that's why when she was crying, I was just like, "Why are you crying? This is you got exactly what you asked for." Mm-hmm. When she put the team together, I knew exactly how the team was going to go. It's a bunch of people butting heads because they're all strong as shit. They're like,
She
I'm
got
the
all the
best
Doc
one here.
Martin
No, I'm
girls.
the best one here. No, I'm the best one here. And you're exactly, you got the Doc Martin girls, you got the musky basketball player girls. They're gonna act exactly
Exactly
how you
like
think they're
that.
going to act.
You know what's
And
funny? I think that should show him that maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe we should push some other girls. How much benefit points do you get for winning?
the three-way team is three
No,
times
the regulars.
the regular is only twice, two
Twice,
times.
twice the amount of what their current votes that they get.
Twice the amount of votes 24 hours before voting closes, if that makes sense.
Hopefully that's
So
enough to save some girls.
I think it will be enough.
Oh, I'm so sad. So the Eve, I haven't really watched the other ones. I watched Fiesta, I watched Eve, I haven't watched Pretty You, and I haven't watched fifth season, and I haven't watched
And Cam, so there's nothing to watch really until next week.
Mic Drop. I haven't watched those. It's unfortunate because I feel like the other girls are going to get an unfair shake, but at the same time, I feel like people are going to vote for them anyway because they're just like, I like you, so I'm going to vote for you anyway.
I think that I will say that the Eve, they felt from Ruiqi's fan cam, the little bit that I saw, they definitely felt more refined. I watched on Jeongmin's fan cam for Mic Drop, and Mic Drop, I just like that song. I actually like that song, and I don't like the Eve. So to me, the Mic Drop performance seems like it's just going to be more entertaining to watch on stage. But the Eve feels more
opposite because I
refined.
dislike BTS, so
Oh,
I was like, oh, okay. I mean, because Mic Drop is just noise and BTS has melody. No, I'm sorry, Mic Drop is noise. BTS, they just make noisy music. They make more melody music now because they crossed over, but the Eve actually has like a melody.
I think the masters will be on the same page as you two. They might appreciate that more.
No, they like energy. They like noise.
Well, the energy up didn't do it for them. So
well, that's because their outfits suck. If I was a stylist, I was like, okay, they're wearing red. I'm gonna put y'all in something pastel. I'm gonna put y'all in something like a lavender or baby blue or pink or yellow. Make you all pop out. Something. But y'all gave them that dull old green. Like what you
maybe that's another way that Mnet is like low key rigging the show,
yes,
like with
they
the outfit
are.
choices.
They gave team one of how you like that. They're like, okay, y'all gonna wear a sparkly purple dress and nice sheer outfits. Y'all, okay, put black in on them. Let's put black on them.
That's true. Those outfits, ugh.
They were just lackluster.
Yeah, they got favorites, huh? I didn't notice the difference between the how you like that until you pointed out, but I definitely feel like the yes or yes outfits, there's a big difference. I don't know why they did red and green. Green, it shouldn't have been, if it was green, it shouldn't have been that dark.
Contrasting colors, but they should have just like, from Produce 48, they Produce 48, I think they styled the very teams pretty equally. One girls were white and blue, one girls were white and red. So that was okay. But I feel like they should have done like red, and then like a nice good blue or pastel color or something. Like it's Twice, y'all could have went in. Like Twice would never wear that ugly green color.
They're playing favorites because that they had a nice bright shade of green on Doa. Doa's the only one of that team.
She was the only one that looked nice.
Exactly. And so they could have gave everyone else that same shade and like the sparkly green and like the whatever they gave her. No, everyone else is wearing like a white top and then a dark green and black skirt. I was like, this is a mess. This is so boring to look at.
How do we get back to this group? We keep frying them.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I have on my paper cell system. That thing sucks. Can we just get rid of it?
Because can't wait till it's gone.
I can't, and it's not gonna get gone. You know what? I hope if they make it to round 2, they're like, they're giving you the option to re-choose your cell and or something. Because I'm just like, girl, Vivienne needs new teammates.
Yeah, because I don't even know those people on her team for real.
There is the other girl from Youth with You, and I don't know the Korean girl on her team. I don't know her at all. I feel she's getting a free ride from Vivienne and the other girl.
Honestly, Ruiqi needs new teammates because I don't want her next to Hikaru. I feel like they need to be on separate teams because otherwise, if it's those two together, they're always going to choose the fierce songs. I'm tired of it. I don't want that anymore. I don't want it anymore.
Why you sound like me from last time we recorded?
Oh, no. I get where you're coming from now. Like, I'm over it.
I'm exhausted. I guess I'm exhausted because my top one is not getting. It's like she doesn't deserve not being looked at. I'm getting irritated. I'm just like, what? I'm just like, whatever. Y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. I feel like the batch of girls they got this time, I don't care.
All we could do is hope that Korea is going to carry these votes because the international fans are going to give us the Doc Martin girls.
They stanky.
The Koreans are going to give us, a little bit of cute.
You know what? I hope season 1 produced 101 fans, the ones that want healthy entertainment. You
can't say healthy anymore because that's like a trigger word for me. Healthy what?
But I hope they vote because then they're going to vote how I need them to vote. I hope that they're probably in their 30s now. I hope they vote.
They'll vote for your girl. What's her name? Chen Hsinwei?
Yeah, I need them to vote for Vivienne too. And then we can be like, all right, good. Now we're moving on.
Healthy.
Healthy entertainment.
Healthy entertainment for men.
I need y'all to vote for my girls. I'm just so sad. If Vivienne and Hue, I keep changing her name every time I say it. But I vote for Estelle, so that's enough. Like, if they both get in, I won't care who else is with them. Well, I would, but I'm not going to get plain. I'm so sad.
When you compared Hsinwei to Yifan, I feel like that was an accurate comparison. But I actually like her.
The difference with Yifan is she was just bad. But my girl, she's like getting better. And people are saying from Youth with You to now, it's like exponential growth. And I'm like, well, honey, maybe I need to watch Youth with You. Because she got an
exponential?
Yeah, she got an F in Youth with You.
You gotta watch some of her scenes in Youth with You because I bet it's extra crunchy.
It's real entertaining, I bet. She got eliminated quick from what I understand.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can see why. I mean, the 9, look at what they made. It's a bunch of girls who can't sing, so.
Yeah, and the one actress that got number 2.
Anyways, these people, they were rigged in. She probably paid her way into that group.
She's like, I got the. Let me shut up. I get everyone. Oh goodness, this show is a mess. At this point,
that first elimination is going to be rough.
It's going to be real rough. I wonder who gets cut. I wonder who they cutting. I bet you're going to cut the girls with flavor.
I feel like my girl with the big ears is going to get cut because they don't give her screen time, and she's so good. Like, she is a great singer and dancer, and she's cute on stage. I think that she's just too boring. Not like boring, like untalented, but she's just boring. Like, there's nothing really going on. Like, oh, she's an all-rounder, but she doesn't have Doc Martens on, and she also doesn't, I don't know, she wasn't in an idol group or none of that. But she was an ex-JYP trainee, I think. I don't know why they don't give her screen time for that.
Because she wasn't on camera.
They don't want her in.
You know what? Do you see them top 9 jerseys? They real ugly.
I kind of liked it.
I don't like
You don't like it?
I mean, I don't know. I think I don't like the girls that's in them.
It's the girls that's in it for you. It's definitely the girls that's wearing it because I feel like they were cute.
If Vivienne was wearing it, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool.
You'd be like, oh, let me get one of these top 9 jerseys.
let me go to my content store, Digital City. Okay. Goodness.
We need them how you like that double points for Vivienne to come through. Inaba Vivienne, y'all.
Serious. I mean, that's like, I know that y'all got a throwaway sale. Just put her in your 3. That's all. I hope to God this sell system is over or they get to resell. Because I feel like it's unfair to just sell, like, carry those girls all the way to top. Like They should resell, and I think they shouldn't be able to choose who their cell is next time.
Yeah, if it's just random, that would be crazy. Bahie's cell, the second that
Just
they
being carried
decel, those girls are gonna
are
be
gone.
all the way at the all the way at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Because there ain't no way that they're actually getting votes. If they are getting votes, it's because Bahie's fans are strategically voting for those three girls individually and the cell. But once the cell breaks apart, it's over. I'm
I
so
don't
scared
think their fans are that nice.
to vote for the other girls individually.
Yeah, I think they're one picking.
Wow.
I think they're one because they don't talk about the other two girls. They just one picking.
Oh, wow. Wow. I guess we'll see.
I think we're on episode 3, right?
Yeah.
I think episode 5 is what's gonna make us have a lot of energy.
Well, episode 5 is probably the elimination episode.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have a lot to say.
I'm so scared.
Me too. Jesus Christ.
Well, I think that we said everything that we need to say about this episode.
Sure did.
I mean, not much happened, you know. Chai Bing said, that's the 100. I was like, girl, yeah, that's exactly how I sound when I'm singing in Korean. I don't even blame you. That is exactly how I sound.
She reminded
girl
me.
Need it all, and that's the 100. I'm not over that.
I'm not over your girl Ruiqi just being terrible and no one saying anything.
She was fine in her fan cam though.
She was, but I have to wonder if they auto-tuned her.
Yeah, because they clearly do that. So
because she was like, no, and I was like, what is this? And why is no one stopping or saying anything? Why is the masters not saying anything? They're just like, yep, that sounds right. That sounds good.
And that's one of their favorites.
Why?
She has a big fan base. That's Chinese money right there for free.
What kind of group are they trying to make?
The group that gives them money, like that's why they want Bahie in there. That's free, practically BTS money at that point. This group
gonna suck.
Absolutely.
Come on, Big Kid. Go ahead and make that IZ*ONE group. Go ahead. I have something to care about.
Sakura and Chaewon.
We getting off topic.
Yeah, you're right. That's because there's only 2 performances or 2 songs. What else are we besides roasting Chai Bing and roasting the Green Yes or Yes team? Yes or yes.
Oh, poor middle main vocalist in the other group. She's like, well, they said that I sound like a children's song, and I said, well, dang, they done fried you.
But you know what? They didn't lie though. They didn't lie.
And I could hear Ziyin's like, yeah, you sound like a child song. Maybe you singing more mature. Oh, dang, girl, you don't care about nothing.
Wants to win. She likes K-pop too, right?
Ziyin?
Yeah, Ziyin.
She got casted by JYP and SM and Cube, but I think her parents like, no, you will not go. You will work and you will get a college degree. We don't need you in Korea. And so she learned Korean by herself and kept practicing. And now that she got her degree in art or performance or something, she's like, all right, I did what you guys asked me to do. Now let me try again. They did her a disservice, but at the same breath, I understand her parents' perspective wanting her to be educated. So it's not like Wan Young and Yujin that had to drop out of school.
I completely understand that. Especially if she went to Korea, she wouldn't be able to get. She got a college degree.
She has a college degree. She's educated.
Yeah.
I think that if she went to Korea, she'd have to go to international school or something.
Yeah, and honestly, if she debuted, then she wouldn't even go to college by that point.
No, she got that honorary degree that they be giving idols.
Doa's mad as hell that she didn't win.
Yeah, this is her second time doing Produce.
I feel like she was getting a little bit too cocky and comfortable. I felt like she thought she was such a big ace in her team that she alone could carry her team, but that's not how it works.
Girl, you in Fanatics.
Yeah.
And they trying to show them though. I'm frying these girls now, but it is what it is. Like they were trying to show her on the stage, like I've been an idol. I'm like, girl, you were in Fanatics. What?
Man. We
I
already got
mean,
the I've been an idol story. That's our Yujin. So I feel like because of Yujin's already here covering that story, I
that's
don't need
enough.
else. Yeah. I don't
And
need
Yujin
anyone
has
else.
7 years. Girl, you are in Fanatics. Don't make me
Hmm.
start singing your song. A milky shake, 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 shake. You remember that song?
Oh, because I don't care about fanatics.
I was excited for them, and then they said, "And Milky Shake, Shake, Shake," and I said, "Oh, okay, that's what we're singing. All right."
That wasn't for you. You're like, that's not for me.
I was like, "This is not it." It just sounded so old school K-pop, but old school K-pop from them like them group companies that's just like throwing noodles at the wall. Like those. You remember old school K-pop back in like 2008 and 9, and they just be like, "All right, we got the auto tune, we got the synth sounds, we got Hey Men on the keyboard. Let's make a song, y'all." Like that's what it's giving me.
Maybe
And
I have heard their song, but because it sounds old school.
And on top of that, like her concept in her group sucks. It was like a rotational group where some members be there, some members not be
Mm-mm,
there. And it
mm-mm.
was just like you got set up for no success, which is why I understand why you own Girls Planet. But I also know that you didn't go on Girls Planet just for yourself. Your company said you need to go on this show. Mm.
Dang. I didn't know that. So they're rotational group for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna work.
No, because K-pop likes consistency.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at Rania. That's why they got to change their name to Black Swan. You make me cry. Let me shut up. Okay, we're going on a tangent, y'all. Maybe we should just have a podcast where we just talk about K-pop, but this.
It would not be nice because I'll have nothing but just talking not nice things about many idols that I like.
That's your way of showing love.
On the ground. How do we know? In sync.
Your turn. Your turn. My turn. All right.
Wait, your turn.
Picking up the funk of my head. Let me shut up. That's the
Not nice
rat.
to keep running
Need a
away.
rate. Give me up, son. Stop playing, boy.
Okay, we're just saying
We're
nonsense
just
now.
being done.
I think it's done
All
now.
right. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into the Planet Guardian podcast. Let's look forward to episode 4, where we get to see the performances of Fiesta Team 1, Team 2, fifth season Team 1, Team 2, and the EBS groups of The Eve by EXO, Mic Drop by BTS, and Pretty You by 17. Let's look forward to these girls. Please don't forget to vote on the Universe app for your favorite girls. Um, Try your best to get them as far as you can. Just remember that they are cutting 16 girls, 16 cells, leaving 17 to remain in the competition for round 2, which is normally the position challenge. So, yeah, that's about that. Have a great rest of your week. And until next time, stay saucy.